Today's video is going to start off a little different. You guys are going to go shopping with me. I thought it would be fun because a couple weeks ago we put out a video talking all about the trends. But let's head to the stores and see what's actually in the stores. Do we like what we're seeing? Are we like, no way? You know, it's so much fun to window shop and get great ideas for our home. So I'm currently at Hobby Lobby, so we're going to head in there and see what we see. Walking into Hobby Lobby, the first thing that stood out to me was how soft and charming everything felt. I immediately got my eye on the scalloped plates. Scallops are having such a moment right now, but not in a loud way. They feel classic, feminine, and timeless. The kind of pieces that don't feel trendy today or outdated tomorrow. I love that scallop edges instantly add softness to a table or display, even if you're keeping everything simple. And speaking of softness, there were greens and blues everywhere, from sage and olive to muted blues and even deeper tones. These colors feel calm and grounded, and they work beautifully in homes that want to feel peaceful instead of busy. I always tell you that color doesn't have to be bold to be impactful, and this is the perfect example of that. The artwork at Hobby Lobby really caught my eye. There were florals in so many styles, some soft and muted, others vibrant and full of life. Large-scale artwork especially stood out. Bigger pieces make such a statement and completely transform a space without needing a lot of extra decor. One beautiful piece can say more than 10 small ones. I think it's safe to say that my dachshund Evie would love this piece of art hanging in our home. I love seeing the scallop baskets that echoed the scallop plates. That kind of repetition is what makes a home feel curated and intentional. Using the same shape in different materials, such as ceramic, woven textures, is a simple design trick that anyone can use. Another detail that I was noticing was ruffles. I was even noticing them on the shower curtains. Ruffles are coming back in such a subtle yet elegant way. They add movement and softness that feel frilly without feeling overdone. Wow, the lamps were another highlight. So many had floral designs, either at the base or the shade, and most were soft and muted tones. Lighting is such an underrated way to bring personality into the space, and these felt cozy, romantic, and collected rather than stark and modern. I also saw scalloped clocks and bird details. Birds always bring a sense of calm and nature indoors, and they pair beautifully with florals and soft colors. Overall, Hobby Lobby really reflected where home decor is headed. Softer lines, nature-inspired elements, and details that felt meaningful. Okay, so that was a lot of fun, and I really always enjoy seeing what's in the store, especially at this time of year, because it really makes me want to refresh and redo my space, which kind of has me thinking about today's partner for my video, and that's BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy that has done amazing for me. I have been using it now for the last couple years, and I can't imagine not using it. But what it makes me think of shopping, I know you're thinking, shopping and therapy, do you have a problem, Leslie? But no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about a lot of times when you're in the stores and, you know, there's things that they're like, oh, it's new and it's trendy and all that, and you can feel overwhelmed because you sometimes want to keep up with the trends, but then sometimes you don't. You just want to do your own thing. And learning how to feel comfortable and in your own space is something that BetterHelp has helped me to do in my everyday life. My number one thing that I have learned using BetterHelp is to always focus on the good. That is my motto for 2026, but honestly, that's my motto for life. I try not to focus on things that are around me that are heavy and negative, and really hone in on the things that are so positive, because it can really change your mindset. And my therapist is so fantastic in giving me ways to be able to do that. So whenever I need to feel less reactive and try to chill out when I'm feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated. I love the coping skills that my therapists have given me because that is something that I can use going forward for the rest of my life. And I can tell that it has made such a difference and such an impact on how I react to things. BetterHelp makes starting therapy feel way more approachable than going in person for me. Because I love the fact that you can do it all from the comfort of your own home. It's so simple. You go online, you fill out a questionnaire, and you'll get matched with a therapist within just a couple days. And if you're not really feeling the therapist you got matched with, that's okay. It's super easy to switch therapists and it doesn't cost anything additional. As we go into 2026, if you want to feel more clear, grounded, intentional, therapy is a great place to start. I'm going to leave a link down below for you, or you can head over to betterhelp.com/acharmingabode and you will get 10% off your first month of therapy. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's video. All right, off we go. We're heading over to Kirkland's and Homegoods. The first thing that stood out to me in Kirkland's was how blue was clearly the theme for so many of their new pieces. Soft, pretty blues everywhere, from florals to furniture to lighting. Nothing felt harsh or overly bold. Instead, it felt really calm and airy and almost a little whimsical, which I think so many of us are craving in our homes right now. The blue florals especially felt fresh and timeless at the same time. They weren't overly traditional, but they weren't modern either. The balance is really important if you want your space to feel current without feeling trendy. These are the kinds of pieces that layer beautifully into what you already have. As I moved through the store, I loved how light and open everything felt. Kirkland's does such a good job of creating decor that feels inviting and livable, not stiff and overstyled. Their throw pillows were honestly fantastic. There was such a wide variety of colors, textures, and styles. This is where I always tell you, pillows are one of the easiest ways to refresh a room without committing to anything permanent. Whether you lean neutral, soft blues, or want to mix in a little pattern, they really had something for everyone. And of course, Kirkland's never disappoints when it comes to wreaths and even pottery. Their wreath selection is always strong, seasonal, classic, and easy to style. And the pottery felt really substantial and well designed. These are the anchor pieces that quietly elevate a shelf, an entry table, or a mantle. The welcome mats especially felt thoughtful and well designed, not overly busy, but still full of charm. Those little entry details matter so much because they're the first impression of your home. And once again, birds made another appearance here also. From outdoor accents to decor details, birds are definitely having a moment. They bring in that nature-inspired feeling that feels peaceful and welcoming. There's something about birds that just feels timeless and comforting. Never trendy, just classic. Just like Hobby Lobby, they also have beautiful artwork, which tells me we're definitely seeing a continued focus on meaningful wall decor. Large-scale art, soft florals, and calm colors really help ground a space and make it feel finished. And yes, scallop plates made another appearance. Seeing them in multiple stores tells me that this isn't a one-off trend. Scalloped edges bring softness, charm, and a little bit of romance to everyday decor. Whether you use them in the kitchen or on open shelving, or maybe you're gonna style a hutch, they're gonna add personality without overwhelming the space. Overall, Kirkland's felt light, cheerful, and approachable. A little whimsical, a little romantic, and very livable. If you're drawn to blues, florals, and pieces that feel timeless but fresh, Kirkland's really nailed it this season. So I hopped into Homegoods real quick, and the first thing I noticed was beautiful selection of neutral vases and pottery, soft creams, warm whites, and neutral tones. And of course, mixed in was plenty of blues. This mix feels so right for right now, because neutrals keep things grounded, while those touches of blue add calm and freshness without overpowering a space. And once again, scallop plates made an appearance along with classic floral dishes. Seeing these same details showing up store after store really confirms that we're leaning into softer shapes and timeless patterns. Their pillow selection was fantastic as always. So many beautiful options, including pillows with bird designs and lots of blues. Pillows are such an easy way to bring personality and seasonal refreshes. They can feel cozy and charming, but you want them to be very livable. So whether you love a subtle pattern or something with a little story behind it, there were so many good choices. The lamps immediately reminded me of what we saw at Hobby Lobby. Floral lampshades, gorgeous bases, soft muted colors that feel warm and inviting. Lighting like this adds so much character to a room. It's functional, but it's also a decor moment all on its own. I need a big favor. I need you to like this video so YouTube is like, hey, people like this video, and it starts pushing it out more so it can get found. That is so helpful. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Overall, Homegoods felt like the perfect blend of classic and current. Nothing really felt overdone, but everything felt thoughtful. Soft colors, nature-inspired details, and pieces that make your home feel comfortable and welcoming. It's another great reminder that you don't need to completely redecorate your space to make it feel fresh. Sometimes it's just about choosing pieces that feel timeless, calming, but true to your style. Okay, that was a lot of fun. If you watched last week's video, then you saw a few of the items that I had picked up when I was doing the little updates. Of course, I picked this beautiful blue pillow with the birds on it from Homegoods, and then these cute striped ones with the ruffles. This one was from Kirkland's, and then I'm always a sucker for a bird figurine. If you haven't already watched that update video where the small changes make a big impact, where I did a little refresh, I will leave it here for you so you can go and check that out because it's a lot of fun, gives you a lot of great tips. All right, we will see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.